and welcome back to LavenderPolish. Today we're going to be taking a look at the LiveLovePolish Viewfinder collection, and because I actually bought this collection on Black Friday, LiveLovePolish threw in a free bottle of their little black dress, so we're going to have a bonus review of that at the very end. Let's get started. We're going to start out by looking at Focus, which is a black linear holo. I absolutely love the linear holo formula for LiveLovePolish. They always go on so smoothly and generally in just about 2 coats. I'll be honest, I do feel as though a color as dark as this one could have been done in 1 coat, but 2 coats is not that bad, especially on my long nails. And I just love how this looks. As you can see, however, even after 1 coat, it is pretty full coverage. Obviously there's spots and things and I do need a 2nd coat, but the formula for LiveLovePolish's linears is just fantastic. I love it every single time. I just love how bright and sharp the holo always is with them. As usual, I'm doing 1 coat over black on my ring finger to show you how the color changes, if at all. And here we go, we've got some beautiful shots in direct lighting. Again, I just love how powerful the holo of LiveLovePolish is. I think that this is a really nice black. It's not quite as dark as I think I would have expected. It almost has a bit more of a gray or muted feeling to it. But you know, that kind of reminds me of a camera. You know, not everything is this pitch dark black. Next up, we've got the one that I was most excited for. We have Optic. This is a magnetic polish, which I always love. It has a black base with silver magnetic flakes inside of it. In case anyone's curious, the way that I put on my magnetic polishes is I do 1 coat and leave it, and then I only magnetize the 2nd coat. Because I find that when I magnetize both layers, it just sort of takes away a lot of the pigment and the flavor of the outside edges, and sometimes I'll end up with spots where you can see my natural nail beneath. So I always leave my first coat normal and then just magnetize the 2nd coat, and I think it adds a nice little 3D feel to it and makes sure that there's no gaps in the nail polish where the pigment has been pulled out too hard. And then I pulled my magnet over and just sort of checked it every once in a while to make sure that it was holding in the right spot, making sure that it was going where I wanted it to. Because I have very curved nails, it can be a bit harder for me sometimes to use magnets because I cannot get the magnet to be evenly distributed over my entire nail. I sort of have to rock my nail back and forth underneath it. Someone with flatter nails can just hold the magnet above their nail and be absolutely fine. Unfortunately, I can't quite do that. As usual, we've got 1 coat over black, and this time because there's only 1 coat, I am absolutely going to magnetize that first layer. And here we can see that there's a slight difference between the black and the regular coat. The black coat is of course just a bit darker, you have lots of the silver in the background. This is what I was talking about with why I don't magnetize the first coat when I'm only using the magnet polish. The nails with the 2 coats have this nice little speckle in the background still of the magnets, where the one with black underneath pretty much only has the silver in the very middle, which would have left a lot of empty space if there'd only been 1 coat. And I think both look very nice. There's a slight difference in that the one with black underneath is of course much darker. It has less of the silver scattered around in the background. Personally, I think that this polish would look really good with some sort of scattered holo top coat over top. I think it would make it look like stars, like a bit of a galaxy. I think that would just look stunning. Alright, last from the Viewfinder collection we have Aperture, which is a black glitter holo. You guys of course know that I absolutely love the LiveLovePolish glitters because they have these little coils as well as just the regular glitter flakes. I think it really adds this extra sort of sparkle to them and it makes them really stand out from a lot of other brands. As you can see on the first coat, it is quite patchy. Don't worry, that's what we got the 2nd coat for. And in just 2 coats, this polish is looking ready to go. Now, as usual, here we have 1 coat over black. I absolutely love the way that this went on top of the black. It goes on so smooth and creamy, and I think that really comes across here in this footage. Honestly, I thought it looked beautiful. You really can't see much of a difference at all. Wonderful, fantastic. Now, unfortunately for this, I used the Essie Speed Setter top coat, which is definitely on the thinner side and is not very good for glitters. So I'm afraid you can see quite a lot of bumps and lumps in this. I am still on the hunt for my perfect top coat, and I'm thinking that because it doesn't work well with glitters, this just isn't it. Sorry, Essie. Either way, as you can see, this is just stunning. And I love here in this close-up, you can just see how the little coils just add this extra element to it. You know, you got the little lines dashing back and forth. I think it's beautiful. As promised, we're going to take a look at Little Black Dress, which is their signature 1 coat black polish. And y'all, I was blown away. Not only did this go on in 1 coat on my long nails, it was a very thin formula. A lot of times I find that 1 coat blacks can be very thick and very hard to work with because I think some brands, generally more mainstream ones, will confuse thickness with opacity, and LiveLovePolish obviously understood the difference. this was stunning. I didn't know I could be so excited about a cream polish. I really thought that maybe it was a one coater on short nails, but no. Even on my long nails, it went on beautifully. It went on nice and thin. It was comfortable and light to wear. As you can see, it doesn't dry super shiny, but of course that is what a top coat is for. Needless to say, Jerk and I were very impressed. We had a very good time reviewing these bottles by LiveLovePolish. So now on to my final thoughts. Okay, so this full collection retails for $42, but at the moment it is on sale for $38, and I think I also got it a little bit cheaper because I was buying it on Black Friday. So again, my response to how worth it is maybe a bit different because I was not paying the full price. Now, interestingly, the prices of these polishes are actually different. Usually within a collection, all the prices will be the same for each bottle, but not the case. Aperture, the glitter, was $13. Focus, the linear holo, was $14, and Optic, the magnetic polish, was $15. So personally, I do think that $15 and even $14 a little bit is definitely getting onto the pricier side for a bottle of nail polish. It probably wouldn't have been something I would have gone for if it wasn't on sale at the time that I was buying it, but I don't think that's an outrageous price point either. They are very high quality polishes. They all go on in just 2 coats, and in my opinion, they all look beautiful on the nail. So it's absolutely up to you as to what you want to go for and what you think is worth it for your budget. Little black dress, however, it costs only $12, which I actually think is a bit of a bargain for such a high quality polish. I cannot tell you how impressed I was with this thing. It was so light on my nails, it went on so beautifully. I'm really hoping it doesn't thicken up too much over time because I love it the way it is right now. As for my favorites in this collection, I think I'm actually gonna have to recommend Focus. I just love this like sharp, beautiful, dazzling holographic linears that LiveLovePolish keeps on coming out with. The glitter was great, the magnetic was lovely, but Focus just hits me on a new level. I also may have only bought this collection because it is a film themed collection and I'm in film school, so I felt a definite personal connection to it. I thought maybe LiveLovePolish was like watching me through my webcam, so I basically just didn't have a choice. Honestly, I think that's about all I have to say about this collection. Sorry if this ends up being a much shorter video than usual for my reviews, but there's only 3 polishes, so not too much comparing and contrasting I could do. I would love to hear from you guys. I would love to hear how you guys feel about LiveLovePolish, if you appreciated these swatches, if you're gonna be sad to miss my long nails. They're both nice and short now. I hate winter. It always makes me break my nails because they just get too cold and I forget to moisturize. And let me know, of course, what you thought of this collection and if you're planning on buying it or bought it already. I would love to hear from you. And I'll see you later. Bye.